If you keep saying tomorrow, this story is for you. Do you know what the biggest lie in the world is? It is not, money buys happiness. It is not, success comes easily. The biggest lie is just one word, tomorrow. Every dream destroyed, every opportunity missed, every regret starts with the same sentence. I'll do it tomorrow. This is the story of Ethan Carter, a young man who almost wasted his entire life because of one dangerous habit. Let's begin. Ethan Carter was 24 years old and lived in a quiet neighborhood outside Denver, Colorado. He wasn't poor. He wasn't sick. He wasn't unlucky. In fact, he had everything he needed to become successful. A laptop, internet, a supportive mother, and countless opportunities. But Ethan had one enemy. He delayed everything. Every morning his alarm rang at 6 a.m. He looked at the screen, smiled, pressed snooze, and whispered, 5 more minutes won't hurt. 5 minutes became 30. 30 became an hour. By the time he finally got out of bed, half the day was already gone. He spent hours scrolling through social media, watching successful people, listening to motivational videos, saving business ideas, making plans, but never taking action. Every night he promised himself, tomorrow, everything changes. Tomorrow I'll wake up early. Tomorrow I'll exercise. Tomorrow I'll start my online business. Tomorrow I'll stop wasting time. But tomorrow always looked exactly like yesterday. Months passed. Nothing changed. One evening, Ethan met his childhood friend, Ryan Miller. Ryan had started with nothing. Now he owned a small digital marketing company. When Ethan saw Ryan driving a new car, he felt jealous. You're lucky, Ethan said. Ryan smiled. Lucky. I worked every single day while you kept saying tomorrow. Those words hurt, but Ethan ignored them. He convinced himself that one day, he would suddenly become disciplined. One day, everything would magically change. A week later, Ethan received terrible news. His grandfather, William Carter, had suffered a heart attack. Ethan rushed to the hospital. When he entered the room, William smiled weakly. He reached into a drawer and handed Ethan a small glass jar filled with colorful marbles. What is this? Ethan asked. William smiled. Your life. Ethan looked confused. William slowly picked up a handful of marbles and placed them on the hospital bed. These are the weeks you've already lived. Then he removed another handful. And these are the weeks you'll probably waste if you keep waiting for tomorrow. Ethan couldn't say a single word. Ethan held the jar tightly. For the first time in years, he wasn't thinking about tomorrow. He was thinking about everything he had already lost. The next morning, his alarm rang at 6 a.m. His hand reached toward the snooze button. Then he remembered the marbles. He slowly sat up. Outside, the streets were quiet. The sun was just beginning to rise. Instead of going back to sleep, he went for a short walk. Only 10 minutes. It didn't feel like much, but it was the first promise he had ever kept to himself. That afternoon, he opened his laptop. Instead of watching another motivational video, he started learning one real skill, just 30 minutes. The next day, he studied for another 30 minutes. Then he exercised for 15. Then he read 10 pages of a book. The changes were small, almost invisible, but every evening, he removed one marble from the jar, not to count time, but to remind himself that another week was gone forever. 3 months later, People started noticing. His room was clean. He looked healthier. He spoke with confidence. Ryan met him again and smiled. "You've changed." Ethan laughed. "No, I finally stopped waiting." 6 months later, Ethan launched a small online business helping local stores create websites. His first customer paid only $200. It was not much, but Ethan framed the first payment receipt and hung it on his wall, because that money represented something bigger. It represented action. 1 year later, his business had grown. He had dozens of clients. He was earning more money than he had ever imagined. But the biggest reward wasn't the income. It was the person he had become. One evening, he visited his grandfather again. William was sitting on the porch, watching the sunset. Ethan placed the glass jar beside him. It was almost empty. William looked at it, then looked at Ethan. "So, what did you learn?" Ethan smiled. "I spent years waiting for the perfect day, but success began on the day I stopped waiting." William nodded. "Exactly. Successful people aren't people with more time. They're people who respect the time they already have." Years later, whenever someone asked Ethan the secret behind his success, he never talked about money. He never talked about talent. He simply smiled and said, "The day I stopped saying tomorrow, my life finally began." Moral: every dream dies the same way. Not because of failure, but because of delay. Remember, tomorrow is a promise that no one owns. Today is the only day you can change your life. So don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow is a lie. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember, your future begins with what you do today. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next story.